Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Movie Deputy Reviews, where we are on quite an adventure this week. We go back to the origins of Michael, and now we are bringing up the rear with a sequel to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Now, if you caught my original review on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, you kind of got a little bit of an idea. You probably know what I compared it to. And any Gen Xers on backwards will probably reference that as well, that it was very reminiscent of Chuck E. Cheese's, and if the animatronics were horror and just kind of everything that went wrong with that. And you probably remember the score I gave it as well. Well, I'm actually going to surprise you with this one because this is one of the few movies where the sequel is better than the original. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're like, really? Nah. But this one, yeah, seriously. Because in the first one, we see these really... Okay, I know nothing of the game. I'm a bit of a gamer, but more of like the Carmageddon style gamer. My son's a diehard gamer. But the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, I never got into it. I tried downloading the game to my phone. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I couldn't get into it. And so I'm thinking, okay, let's check the movie out. And then I watched the movie, and it's really one of those, the first one is really one of those movies that you have to be familiar with the game to enjoy the movie. With the second one, even if you know nothing of the game, it plays on the first one a little bit, but it goes into a lot more. Because this one goes back to not just to Freddy Fazbear's pizza location, it goes back to the original Freddy Fazbear pizza location. And why does that matter? Well, if I tell you that, that would be a spoiler. And you know me, no spoilers ever. You may be wondering about the t-shirt, another one of my crazy cat lady t-shirts. I'm a crazy cat lady to 7 fuzzballs. Love them all, though they drive me crazy some days. But before we get too far into the review here, let's check out the trailer. And there's going to be some faces that may surprise you.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Definitely not the Freddy's I remember.
You're thinking of the franchise location.
And yes, that is who you think that is.
This is the original. Nobody's been here for decades. Some little girl got murdered here. Did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
Now, I will say with this, they definitely stepped up the creep level. They stepped up the stuff that gives you the tingles down the spine. They definitely stepped it up here. Giant present. That's not good.
So this is what it's like? Being normal?
I think we've come pretty far, considering what we've been through.
How's that be?
Some days she's good. Some days she misses her friends.
This story that you're gonna fix those animatronics? It's only giving her false hope.
Can any of you hear me?
Abby, help us. Come find us. I will show you the way.
Oh no.
They're out there, Mike.
Where?
Everywhere.
Where are you going to want to? I'm not done with you.
There's no way that'll work.
Now, as you can see, this came out in December of 2025, so I apologize for taking this long to get this up to you. But this one plays off the thing of that these animatronics were Abby's friends, and her brother Mike, the one that's raising her, he is determined to try to help break the cycle. And then, of course, you have the daughter of the one that started kind of all of the chaos to begin with. And how does she fit into the mix? Well, this one kind of talks about this like faztalker, the machine thing. And those Gen Xers, along with myself, it's very similar to what the Speak and Say was back in the day. And it's just that creepy level. And it's kind of a very similar voice and everything to what the to the Spell and Say used to be. Sorry, Speak and Say. Spell and Say. Or Speak and Spell. It's been a long time, but it's a little the box that taught you spelling and pronunciations of words and things like that. So it's kind of that. But this one definitely still has a guilty rating. The jump scares, if you like movies that have jump scares, there's a few of them in here. It's more of just the suspense and trying to figure out how this Freddy Fazbear pizza place is connected to the other one, and how the original one is different from the other one, and why that matters, because that really goes deep into this one. And so there's a science fair and some other real world activities going on that they're trying to kind of keep everything in motion for. And you may be thinking, how does all of this fit together, and what does this have to do with Chuck E. Cheese? Well, if you are fans of the Five Nights at Freddy series, this is one that I'm sure you've already checked out. If not, it's probably one that you should. If you like creepy and you remember the old Chuck E. Cheese and you want to scare your kids, then they might have some fun with this too. If you're not into any of that stuff, or you're especially not into creepy horror movies, then you might want to give this one a break. But I hope that, like I said, if you're into stories like this, that you'll at least give this a chance, because this kind of goes deeper on another level as it explores the origin of the story a little bit further, and the origin of these animatronics and why they won't die. So does that mean that there's more to come? We'll have to wait and see. Now, score-wise, like I said, this one did surprise me. It was better than the original. But score-wise, I'm going to surprise you all. I'm coming in with Five Nights at Freddy's 2 at a 6 out of 10 on the deputy scale. Now you may be thinking, wait a minute. Yeah, seriously, it is a good story. There are some flaws, but it's easy to follow. It's memorable. And it's just, there's some little hiccups that your brain's going to get stuck on, or at least I know mine was for that. So, like I said, if this is one you've been wanting to check out, I hope this helps. And if not, of course, I will be back soon with another review. I do want to let you know I'm going to start doing the Star Wars movies with, of course, Mandalorian and Grogu coming out soon. That's a hard one to say. I'll still call him Baby Yoda. But that one's coming out, so I'm going to be doing the podcast on all the Star Wars movies. So are you ready for that? I hope so. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click subscribe and turn on that notification bell to get the latest and the greatest Movie Deputy content. As always, I'll be back soon. Bye.